What happened to Verbalase? You know, the internet's favorite beatboxer from outer space. It has now been exactly over a year since we had the infamous incident in which supposedly Mr. Verbalase spent 50K on a Hazbin Hotel softcore corn animation for the world to see. Now let me be honest, you guys, when that thing dropped, I immediately thought that was like peak, because not because of the video itself, but most likely just because why would you commission yourself a video animation of you getting chased down by a Hazbin Hotel character? Like, why a Hazbin Hotel character? Dude, you could have picked like Chun-Li from Street Fighter, and that would have been 100 times way better. I would have understood. But for a Hazbin Hotel character that are kind of built like stickmen, I don't know.
I'm your heartbeat, you're a part of me.
But before we dive more further deep into the Verbalase lore, if you are not unemployed and if you do not know who Verbalase is, basically Verbalase is a very famous beatboxer from New York. You know, his whole personality on the internet was just like, he was just a really chill guy. You know, he does like really cool beatboxes. I don't know how it goes. His online persona is that he beatboxes pretty well. I mean, he was also known for memes like these coming around.
Hello, this is your former President Barack Obama, and I just want to tell you I know how to beatbox with a little bit of yeah.
No, Obama, you're doing it wrong. You gotta do it like this.
He even has videos of himself going into schools on cafeterias and even beatboxes for children on the schools, which I thought, you know what, seems pretty wholesome, but what comes after, it's kind of crazy. But yeah, his whole content basically around him just beatboxing. It's really nothing goes past beyond that. And over the years, he has accumulated over a lot of fans, a lot of people that really like his style of beatboxing and just the way how he presents himself online. And as his channel grew, he eventually went to start onto some other adventures like cartoon beatbox rap battles.
Cartoon beatbox battles. Cartoon beatbox battles.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Cartoon Beatbox Battles. I'm your host, Verbalase Beatboxer from outer space, SpongeBob SquarePants.
You're going down, Mouse.
And Mickey Mouse.
Bring it on, Sponge.
And let me tell you guys, like, these videos are probably some of the most insane and the most interesting videos to watch. Like, I'm not saying they're bad, but just look at some of these and tell me, what do you think? Because if you don't tell me that this shit is peak, then I don't know what is.
I am Vegeta. Second of all, you're not Vegeta. Third of all, you want to be Vegeta, but you can't be Vegeta because I'm Vegeta.
These animations are pretty sick. I really do like the animation that are presented in these videos. It's really, like, you could tell there was love put into these animations. And that's not me being ironic. I really do think that these animations that him and his team that he hired were really great. It's honestly really good animations, and also it did also kind of boost his popularity. And guys, with more popularity means when Verbalase eventually got more popular as an influencer, he got an idea. He got a really great idea, and that was to, around the time Cartoon Beatbox Rap Battles was popping off, he had an idea for a channel that would host some really out-of-pocket, more not safe for work type of content, because I don't know if you guys noticed, but Verbalase's content clearly targets a demographic of small children and people who are still sucking on their mother's breasts. Verbalase wanted to expand on the idea of a more risque type of channel, and this is when he got the idea to hire somebody for an animation of himself getting chased down by Charlie from Hazbin Hotel, and thus spanning the infamous animation. Now, this whole information wasn't revealed for a very long time. This was all still in Verbalase's conscience, and it wasn't revealed to the world later on until many years later, which brings us to 2024, where the video of him getting chased down by Charlie from Hazbin Hotel was leaked for the internet to see, and all of the reactions that came along with this were honestly some of the most funniest shit imaginable. It was the most unexpected thing in the world, because why would the guy from Cartoon Beatbox Rap Battles be commissioning an artist, an animator, 50K for an animation where he specifically asked for his own schlong to get censored? It's kind of crazy when you think about it. Like, dude, I might as well make it uncensored if I had that kind of money. I'm just saying. Now, after this whole video got basically downloaded into everybody's hard drive, Verbalase eventually responded, but it was it was quite a while before he actually responded. And the way how you responded initially was through YouTube community post, which I'm pretty sure none of you guys ever read them. Not a lot of his fans do read, and a lot of people just kind of ignore. But he eventually did end up responding in a video about addressing the whole drama. He also did have another controversy on past comments he made towards several minority groups.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Verbalase. Oh my gosh, it's been a very crazy time of year to sincerely apologize for my statements made online about my opinions with some of the stuff going on out there, but I realized my opinions was based on a broad perspective, because I've been watching other YouTube channels, you know, talk about stuff going on in Hollywood, and that kind of influenced my own state of mind when I started making these comments out there. So I'm like, wait, I'm a Buddhist. I believe everybody should be at peace with each other. Instead of focusing on our similarities, I was focusing more on our differences, which caused me to make those statements out there. And I am sincerely sorry for that. Regarding the video, this actually was started in 2021 by a company called Cough or something, and it was finished in 2022. I was tinkering with the notion back then of making a separate YouTube channel that was intended for a more mature, older audience. So when the video was completed in 2022, I made a separate YouTube channel, marked the video as not made for kids. You have to be 18 older and up to watch it for obvious reasons. I think the video was even unlisted. After it was up for a while, I was like, I don't know if I really want to do this, because I still want to focus on the other stuff. So I deleted the video and deleted the channel. Little did I know, somebody saw the video and downloaded it and re-uploaded it and made it public on my birthday and decided to tag me in the video. But again, this video was intended for a mature audience, and I wanted to just like put some different type of content out there, separate videos out there. Judge how you will, but I'm still going to be making cartoon beatbox battles, puppet beatbox battles. There's still going to be Five Nights at Freddy's videos.
And honestly, I'm quite impressed with how he handled this whole situation, like, initially, because there's no way in hell that I could have explained to millions of people on the internet that that I spent 50K, supposedly. We don't even know the actual real number, by the way. This was all allegedly. So 50K was a number. I'm just gonna leave it that out. Disclaimer. Like, there's no way that I would be able to explain to people on the internet that why I would commission myself getting chased down by a Hazbin Hotel character. Which I know fair, aware, and well that if I were to do that, I would probably choose Jury Han from Street Fighter. But that's just me.
I know what kind of man you are.
And after the whole apology basically went its course, Verbalase ended up uploading his usual style of content, which was his puts a certain character and up against a certain character from another franchise, duking it out on some beatboxing. Verbalase may have apologized, but the internet will not forget about anything of what you did on the internet. Like, once it's there, it's basically there, and your influence is already gonna be on there already.
I mean, hey, can you be there one time? Yeah, count me in. Do you need me to charge you extra? Or are you loaded? I'm loaded. I am literally loaded. Oh my, yeah, you are. Well said.
Like, you already kind of stained your legacy by having a softcore animation of yourself at this point. I don't even know if I would be able to live with myself after that.
When you feel like home world, so high, I'm tired.
But yeah, months have passed since the initial buzz around the animation passes by, and the channel seems very peaceful. He goes back into the original sort of content that he was originally known for, where he puts a certain character up against a certain character from a different franchise and has them duke it out in a beatbox battle. And yeah, for a certain period of time, Verbalase's channel was getting somewhat back to normal. But that is not over. There was this other video he uploaded where it kind of followed the same structure of the previous animation. And what I'm talking about is that he uploaded a 3D animation of himself getting harassed by Roxanne Wolf from Five Nights at Freddy's. Now, when I first saw this video, I was just mind blown because there was so many people that thought like, dude, why haven't you learned your lesson yet, old man?
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson?
Verbalase.
I love the young people.
It's like, has this guy not learned? If he spent 50K on the Hazbin Hotel animation, dude, now he's paying for like Pixar style, like Overwatch, like corn levels of like animation. Like, this is crazy. Like, you might as well think that he was spending like at least 100K on this, at least bare minimum. But it has not been disclosed of what the actual cost of that animation was. But let me tell you, that animation was weird. It was hella weird.
Flashback.
Dude, I swear, what is this? Bro, why? Why? Oh my! This mother has always been a freak! Oh my! And also, just a little plug. When I initially saw the video and reacted to it, I actually passed the original videos and views of my original reaction, which I'm also still, to this day, I'm very sorry for Verbalase because... But you know, it is what it is. And yeah, in this animation, it's just basically how it kind of goes down. It's like Verbalase is like at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Roxanne Wolf comes up to him and kind of seduces him. And Roxanne plays a song. This is all from memory, by the way. This is all from memory. Roxanne plays a song from Verbalase. Verbalase gets traumatized, and there was almost a bit questionable scenes on there.
Hey, Verbal, give me a beat. Hey, eyes are up here, Ace.
No, it's not that. It's that, you're very terrifying.
What?
Nothing.
Is this nigga serious?
That's basically the animation. It's a little crazy, but not as risque as the other animation. Obviously, you could probably still watch it if you're still like a fetus, but it was not as risky as the other one. This one was more on brand with the Verbalase brand. And this animation didn't cause the same buzz from before, where everybody was just like, hey, like, honey, wake up, like Verbalase just dropped a new softcore animation. No, it was not like that. But at least it was like, is he playing with the joke, or is he just this insane? Which I think, now that I'm looking at it, it does seem like he's into the joke. Because several months later, he uploads another animation of himself shipping himself with Chica from FNAF, another FNAF character. Jesus Christ.
Are you lost, Ace?
How did you know my name?
I've been watching you.
What?
I can help you escape from here. But you need to do something for me.
Get out of here.
You're never getting out.
What to me conveys is that I think Verbalase, you know, after the whole drama happened, I feel like he just kind of embraced the meme very slowly, because he kind of does reference the Hazbin Hotel animation. He kind of references from time to time.
Hey, what's up guys? It's Verbalase, and here's a quick fact on cartoon beatbox battles. Did you guys know that I died a few times throughout the series? Oh, hey, who put that last clip in there? SpongeBob!
And you know what? I honestly think, you know what? That's pretty based. Like, if I spent 50K on an animation, I might as well just lean into the joke and make fun of myself a little bit, even if I may not necessarily regret it. And yeah, Verbalase does seem to maybe accept the meme, maybe not 100%, but after this whole shemacles happened, I think we can safely say that Verbalase was definitely a freak. Some say that you can't even out-freak him. You know how like Snoop Dogg smokes like 100 packs of like fucking weed every day or whatever? You know, you can't out-freak him. You just can't. But now, it is current day. What is the Verbalase up to now? Well, if you want to know what happened to cartoon beatbox rap battles, it is no longer a thing. He explained that essentially it just kind of got moved into puppet beatbox battles, which is the same thing of like two characters duking it out in the beatbox style, right? But the cartoons were... They just took too much time for Verbalase and his team to make, especially for like YouTube and you know, for his audience, right?
What happened to cartoon beatbox battles? I had written a statement on my channel explaining the whole timeline, but people were just too lazy to read it. Like, I'm not reading that, that's too long.
Now, the old episodes of cartoon beatbox battles were done in the traditional hand-drawn animation style. And unfortunately, that style of animation took 4 to 5 months to produce. And with the way the algorithm is, if I'm not uploading my videos consistently, they will not appear on the For You page when people go online.
Also, some of you may know I was not happy with my last animation team.
They just could not exaggerate any face expressions. While the animation looked good, this was supposed to be a silly, funny cartoon. Everything they drew just was based on real reactions, not exaggerated reactions.
But with puppet beatbox battles, everything is funny, crazy, and exaggerated, and I have an amazing team that understands, loves, and cares about the series. We have so many funny face expressions in the new series. You guys should definitely check it out.
Verbalase switched cartoon beatbox battles to puppet beatbox battles, which was a change that not everybody was entirely really agreeing with. Some people prefer like the really old animation style, which I really do kind of, you know what, I kind of feel it. I do love me some Shadow versus Vegeta. That is still probably one of the best animations I've seen in a while. But you know, his puppet beatbox battles doesn't seem too bad either. They seem like they're really well crafted with what they're trying to present. And I really do feel like, you know, for Verbalase as a creator, you know, you have to make changes, whether people like it or not, and that's just how it pretty much goes. Now, his views aren't necessarily the greatest of all time. You can definitely see that there's some bigger gaps in between some of the projects that he has been making. You can definitely see that, you know, anything that does not involve any sort of beatbox battle between a character, it doesn't go as successful, but that's just pretty much how it goes on the content creation sphere. You're not necessarily gonna get the greatest views of all time for everything that you produce. But yeah, even though Verbalase is not pulling insane numbers as he was before, but it obviously still shows that he has some passion for what he does. You know, he still tries to provide that same positive energy before all this controversy happened to him. And you know what? I respect it. You know, there's very few people on the internet that can let that type of controversy that he might have had, like, it would be extremely difficult to get past that. But honestly, he seems to be doing quite well, even though he is gonna have to live with the fact that he will be known as the Hazbin Hotel animation guy and the Roxanne Wolf Gooner guy, you know? But yeah, other than that, that's basically what happened to Verbalase. Not much has happened, but you can very clearly tell that, you know, once you left that animation to rot in the internet sphere, it'll never go away and it'll always come back to haunt you.
Think you really